Let's use some thrifted items to create some beautiful shabby chic home decor. Hello everybody and welcome into Emily's Upcycled Home. So this is a little trivet I found in my stash as well. You guys, if you're cleaning out your garage like I am and getting to things, you're going to find a lot of items that you can upcycle and just money sitting there. So go through your stashes and make sure you grab those pieces that you can transform. Keeping with that shabby chic theme, I came back in with that gardenia, and then I found these little scrap pieces of like rice paper with images on them. So we're going to go ahead and use that because you guys, once again, all these products are sitting here, so I might as well go ahead and use these pieces as well. So once I have these pieced little roses, and I'm using the rip method here so I don't get a jagged edge and the little roses kind of blend into our piece. Just with some simple Mod Podge, we're going to attach these roses to each corner of our ends. And all you have to do is just layer up that Mod Podge. And I actually add it to the back of my piece as well as to the surface of my piece as well to make sure that we have a good bond between our decoupage paper and our surface we picked. I repeated that process for our second image, and then I go ahead and come in with my sealer here. I'm using a Dixie Belle top coat to seal everything in a flat finish. Once again, shop Dixie Belle products with that affiliate link down in that description. For this next part, we're going to come in with the new ILD bunny mold here, and we are going to use some resin casting as well, just to give us a beautiful firm bunny here. Now look how beautiful these bunnies are. So I'm coming in with this quick dry resin castings you can get on Amazon or with that affiliate link to Julie down in the description. It's a 1-to-1 part ratio. You just go ahead and combine those two, stir them up till it turns clear, and then you go ahead and add your resin. Now this is a quick dry resin, so it's done like in about 10 minutes. You guys go ahead and demold your little bunnies here. And then I decided to come in with this decoupage paper here. It's just a piece of paper on rice, image on rice paper. It has these little roses on there. So just to add that on, I went ahead and used Mod Podge. Now after doing this whole project, you guys, it wasn't vibing with me, so you're going to see a different view of it later on. I just thought the paper and everything wasn't grabbing through, but I did want to keep this in to show you guys that you can decoupage over your ILD transfers and give your pieces a whole different look. We're coming back in with some antique wax as well, and you guys know me, I layer on, take it off, layer some more until I like the look of the piece. And look how cute it is as is. Went ahead and attached it using some quick and thick wood glue and as well as some hot glue for our quick hold here. I went ahead and add that in, and then I come in and I'm, layering up my waxes here. And this is coming back in with that Bare Antique wax. Now you guys can find that Bare Antique wax online at Home Depot. I decide because the bunny is a 3D look, let's go ahead and pull some of the greenery and foliage out of the frame as well and give it a little bit more 3D. So we came in with some greenery, some moss at the base, and these beautiful Timu roses that I just love to use in my projects, you guys. Come back in with some bronze gilding wax and go ahead and layer that onto the bunny. And as I'm layering everything on, I'm still looking at this. The bunny is not grabbing me the way I want to on this piece, but I'm going to finish this piece. We're going to set it aside and we're going to really think about what we want to do next. But when I post it, you guys, let me know what you think. I found this Dollar Tree carrot where I already changed out the greenery. So I went ahead and cut that in half and made it so that the carrot looks like it's layered up in there, coming out of a little garden on the side. Those little leftover pieces we go ahead and add so it looks like another carrot. We grungied up our carrot a little bit with that same antique wax, added some lace hanging, and of course you guys finish it off with a layered bow with all my scrap pieces of fabric from my projects on my table. and of course that cute little button in the corner. So you guys, just a simple trivet turned into a little spring slash Easter decor. You guys let me know what you guys think of this. I do love a lot of it. It's just not grabbing me the way I want it to grab me. So you guys go ahead and put your thoughts down in the comments. But remember, this is our first try here. Go ahead and hold on for later in the video to see my second try. If you enjoy my content here on my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification bell on your way out so you don't miss any future videos. I'm also not worried about a full coverage coat. I am going to be coming in with some recycled decoupage papers. So I just want a one layer backing just so that our image pops on the surface. Give this a full dry here. And then we're going to go ahead and use this beautiful rose paper called Burlap Roses. We are going to decoupage this onto our little peg holder here. Now remember, once again, I am affiliate with Recycled Treasures decoupage paper, so you can go ahead and find that affiliate link down in that description as well. Just cutting my paper to size here, and I decided to go with the smaller rosettes on this piece, and we are going to come in with a layer of Mod Podge here, just smoothing that out along my surface here. And I decided to add Mod Podge only to the top part before the pegs, and then we'll come in and work in the bottom half as well. Once I just run my hand through the top, get that stuck on there, and I decide to come in with my scissors and make little slits onto the remaining pieces of the paper. And once I have those slits in, we're going to fold those larger pieces down and put them onto our surface, adding a little bit more Mod Podge. And then we'll come in and surround the rest of our peg holders, just working those leftover strips around our piece. Making sure those are held down once again with that Mod Podge. Come in with my heat tool just to heat set everything. And once we have that where it's drying and it's set, we'll come in with a piece of sandpaper and sand off all the excess here as well. I know I have people seeing them come in with a lighter too and just light that paper on fire, and then where the Mod Podge starts, that's where it kind of goes out. So that's another option as well, but I think it's safer for me to come in with the sandpaper. I go ahead and continue distressing our image or our pieces of wood here, especially those pegs, exposing the underneath color. And then we'll go ahead and continue the process, you guys, here once we have this all sanded up. So I decided to come in with a bow, you guys. Let me know what you think of this idea. We're going to use the resin casting also by Amazon. This is the bow mold by IOD. I can't tell you what it's called offhand, but once again, use that affiliate link for these products, and you can also get this resin as well over there. So we're just going to use our little resin cup and fill our mixtures of A and B. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. I'm going to go ahead and put 1 ounce of each, you guys, and then I thoroughly stir that up. You're going to see your mixture or your A and B turn cloudy, and then you stir it up, and then it starts giving you a clearer consistency, and you will also feel that resin warm up in that cup as well. Go ahead and just fill in your molds, being careful not to overflow. I always place a second mold out for all the excess resin I may have extra. And we're going to go ahead and smooth these out with the ends of my paintbrush here. And this is a 5-minute resin casting. So just wait for that. And look at these cups, you guys, how easy it is to clean. Just pulls out all that leftover resin that I just left. And then once you have these set, you're going to see the process happen where the chemical reaction happens and they start turning this white color. You guys can paint them, you guys can do whatever you want with them, and then once they're dry, all you got to do is demold them. But first I decided to come in with some wax, and I'm just mixing my clear wax with some antique wax by Bear here. Then we're going to go ahead and distress the edges only of our piece, hitting harder in those corners. And then I'll go ahead and add that beautiful bow on the top that we created. And then I have to figure out what color we also want to add that bow on there. So once your molding is all set, it turns this white color. Now this is what this resin casting do. You can get clear, you can get different resin castings, but this is the one that I like because it's such a fast process here. And then you just go ahead and demold your piece. Now you can notice it's really not all the way cured, but I'm just gonna go with it. And here's our cute bow. And just with some Gorilla Clear glue, we are going to attach our bow to our surface. Making sure I get all the areas, especially those ends of the bows where they can lift and pull off the whole bowl if it just gets stuck somewhere. But if you love that rose paper, go check out Recycle Treasures with my affiliate link. So our cute little bow is all ready to be painted into this piece. Now I'm going to come in with some fusion paint here in the color Eucalyptus, and we are going to go ahead and paint up our bow so that it doesn't stand out too much and it kind of blends into our piece as well. Just simply layer up your eucalyptus color into that bow, and then we'll come in and do a little bit of layering. Remember, Fusion has its own built-in sealer and leveling agent, so you don't need to seal this piece after as well. Once I have all my little bow painted up, I'll add some into the little peg holders, just pulling in that softer sage green into our piece along the edges, and then as well, go ahead and soften up the edges of the piece and then the corners as well. Just layering up our piece, wiping off any excess with our little rag there, just to go and show some of the other layerings there. I'm going to soften up these corner pieces as well with a little bit of sage, then come back in and blend a second coat onto our bow. Heat everything up to dry with my heat tool, and then of course come in with that antique wax by Bear. Layer that into the bow, let that dry, and layer some more sage. And then look how beautiful that recycled paper just transformed this piece into a little shabby cuteness. Let me know what you guys think of this one down in the comments. If you missed last week's video, don't forget to check it out. We did shades of blue in that video. And for more DIY inspiration and lives, come follow me over at Emily's Upcycled Home on Facebook. Since we went ahead and have this other resin casting here, let's go ahead and use this bunny mold as well in a craft here. We're going to go ahead and make another hanging frame. I'm going to use this one from Hobby Lobby, layering up our bunny in the center, and then add some foliage or some florals coming out the back of it. Using that beautiful eucalyptus color by Fusion, we are going to go ahead and paint our frame up, leaving it, I guess, as is until we start layering up everything going on here. With our chocolate color by Dixie Belle as well, we're coming in to layer up our bunny, bringing in a wet wipe to pull off some of the excess and continue layering up. My wet wipe is a little bit too wet, so pulling off too much of my paint. I come back in and layer into the frame as well, and go ahead and repeat the process of layering and wiping the color as I go until I like the look of the piece. Come in with this beautiful Dixie Belle color, Tea Rose, which is this beautiful pink color, and we're going to go ahead and layer that into the ears and highlight some of our bunny as well, adding another layer of color. So I have this all layered up, so now it's time to add in our beautiful flowers behind our bunny, coming in with these beautiful pink roses from Temu. They have a faux dry look. They're so realistic looking, you guys. Go ahead and try to put that link up in that description as well. Come in with some little dried pieces as well that were part of the rose detailing, and then I go ahead and pull off some berries from a wreath I got from Hobby Lobby, adding one at the bottom and then one at the top just to give it a little variation and not have it be so matchy there. Now once again, coming back with our muslin stained fabric just to add a loop in the back, and then I'll go ahead and do a simple bow on the top as well. Remember, you can go ahead and check out that boutique where I have this muslin fabric all ready for you guys to craft with. I layer up my bows. I get a little dovetail. We're going to come back in with those beautiful pearls that I got from my friend and a beautiful little vintage button to go in the center. And once everything is dry, we're going to come in with this beautiful shade of gold, which is a gold gilding wax from Dixie Belle as well, which is very pigmented, you guys. Using my little chip brush, I offload and go ahead and add some highlights to our piece. And look how adorable our little bunny hanger came out. I guess this is kind of just a peg holder and hanging pieces for our craft this week on this week's video. So let me know what you guys think of this. Did I pull off that shabby? I'm a little bit more shabby vintage vibe going on, you guys. But once again, let me know what you think of this one. And don't forget to use those affiliate links down in that description. Coming back to our bunny, you guys, I thought it was just too much. It wasn't pulling out the bunny enough for me. So I'm going to come in with that eucalyptus color once again on this piece. We're going to add that into the center slat as well, just changing up the look just a little bit, adding a little bit of a shabby vintage color in the center, and I think this just tones it down a little bit. There was too much going on the base of the piece that my eye was not focusing in on the bunny or anything around it. Using that antique wax to go ahead and layer up our bunny and into those slats, giving it a little bit of a distressed look to everything, pulling off a little bit with our wipey, and then coming back with those beautiful pearls and all other pieces of fabric just to make some tails. I chopped them off at the beginning, but now I think I just need them here just to add a little softness to our piece. I thread a little metal key through our fabric and use some hot glue to stabilize that in place. And then you guys, I think this looks so much better. Look at this beautiful little hanger now. I think the bunny stands out a little bit more. The colors are a little bit more muted and it's not so much going on at that base of that piece. And I just think it brings a softness and a cuteness that I just love now. But you guys, let me know what you think of this one down in the comments. Here is all our beautiful little pieces all together, you guys, and I think this is a cute little piece that you can just gather up and use in your home. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out, and if you guys are interested, come shop with me over at Emily's Upcycled Boutique. Here's some footage there. Come find my items listed over at Emily's Upcycled Boutique, and that's just a Facebook page that you can come join and shop all my items. And I like to put up little vignettes or little spreads here. This is a spread that I have with things to offer in the boutique, but there is so much more to shop also. So come join me over there on my Facebook page at Emily's Upcycled Boutique and shop the items you see here on YouTube as well as on my Facebook Lives. Thank you guys once again for joining me for this video. I hope you found some inspiration, and I hope you come follow me over on Facebook as well and join and shop my page. Have a beautiful day, friends, and I'll see you guys all on the next one. Bye.